Radhe Radhe. So in this video I'm going to discuss the minimum cost for cutting cake part 2 problem which often today's LEETCODE challenge. So if you have any doubt regarding this, you can ping me up on Instagram. Even you can join my Discord server. I will provide both the links in the comment section. I'll pin them. Problem statement very simple. You're given like two arrays. One array states that like if you're cutting a thing horizontally, then what is the cost of it? That is according to every, like, let's say we have a grid like this. Okay, not like this, since it is like this. So let's say we have a grid like this. Okay, now if you want to cut it through this that is through this thing, so you takes a cost of 5, and for this it takes a cost of 3, and it takes the cost of 1, and for this it takes a cost of 3. But remember one thing, if you're cutting this once, so you can't cut both of them like together. You have, like, if you're cutting it once, so it becomes divided like this and this. So now you're going to have to cut this and this, that is a total of 1 into 2, and this a total of 3 into 2 instead of 1 and 3. You're getting it? So this is basically what the problem states. Now a very simple approach, if you can study from the test case, that is, since whenever you are cutting through horizontal, if you're cutting through horizontal, then the vertical, this value of vertical has to be multiplied with, like, if you're cutting, let's say it is going to have a plus 1 into plus 1. Okay, that is, I'm letting you understand this. So let's say you have like this. Now if you're cutting it through this, okay, through 1, so it gets divided into 2 parts, right? Now you have to, in spite of paying this once, you have to pay it twice. Now if you're cutting it once and twice, so now it is getting divided into 3 parts. So in spite of paying once, now you are going to pay it thrice. Okay, you're getting it? So this is how the question works. Now if you have if you can figure it out, basically the best approach is to first sort the array. Okay, sort both the arrays, so that whenever you're starting from the, it is somewhat like the merge sort thing. Okay, so the arrays are sorted. Okay, the 2 arrays are sorted. Now what you have to do is you have to check the last elements every time. Okay, so if this element is greater than this, so you execute this element and now go to this element. Now check for this and this. Now if, let's say, this element is greater, so you execute this and go to the next element, and so on you go till over here. Okay, and your answer is, and you get the answer. Now what is the basic operation for this? So basically whenever you are utilizing this, okay, so let's say the multiplication factor of this array was initially 1, and multiplication factor of this array was initially 1 2, because whenever you're cutting for the first time, it is going to take the cost into 1, but whenever you're cutting it once, like this has been occurred, so now the cost is going to be increased. Okay, I hope this is clear. So whenever you are putting an operation, when you are executing 1 over here, the 2 becomes plus plus, and if you are executing 1 over here, this becomes plus plus. Okay, and the answer for every time, it is plus is equal to whatever the array you are going to take into the multiplication factor of that array. Okay, 1 or 2, it depends, you're taking ARR or BRR. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So let's have a dry run for this. So 1 3 5. So if you take 1 3 and 5, okay, so what is multiplication factor 1? It is 1, and multiplication factor 2 is also 1. Now answer, sorry, let me write it over here. Answer is equal to 0 initially. Now you're going to check 5 and 3, which is greater, 5, right? So you're going to add 5 to it, and this becomes plus plus. Now there is no element remaining over here, so we have to check this, that is 3 into 2. Okay, 3 into 2, that is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11, and you have to make this 2, because this is, you're executing this, right? Make this 2, and whenever you're going to, like this, 1 into 2, that is 2. 11 plus 2 is 13. and increase this 3. So you executed all the elements of this array and this array, and finally getting a result of 13. So if you can check, like you can check this, it becomes 13. Okay, you can take any other array as you wish, but remember one thing, why we are doing this greedy approach, because since at every step you can see that the multiplication factor increases. Okay, so what is the basic approach? The basic approach would be to decrease the number as small as possible. Okay, so that the multiplication factor does not affect the total value of the answer as much. Okay, so if you like, I think this is a little bit of complex mathematics, but if you get it, it's very good. If you don't get it, like, you can ping me up. I'm always there for you. That's it from my side. Thank you.